Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy, Chairperson Science, members of the ISB community, faculty, alumni, and staff, Mr. Ajit Ragnekar, former Dean, ISB, families and friends, and especially spouses and children, and dear students. Very good morning, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of PGPMAX, PGPpro, and MFAB. Graduation day holds a very special place in anybody's heart, and it is a crowning moment that does not come too often. It is the day which some of you have been waiting for a while, and we are delighted to have amidst us, as chief guest for this morning, Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy. A few words about him. As you know, or as many of you know, Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy has firmly placed India on the global map for leading-edge engineering and research and development services by establishing Cyient, formerly known as Infotech. His efforts have led Cyient to contribute more than $3 billion in cumulative exports to Fortune 100 companies such as Airbus, Boeing, Pratt & Whitney, Philips, and Caterpillar. His efforts have also created direct employment for about 15,000 engineering professionals in 47 locations across 21 countries. Dr. Reddy has served as chairman of NASSCOM. He is the chairman of, past chairman of Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, the founding director of T-Hub, the largest startup incubation center in India. He is also the chairman of the Board of Governors of IIT Hyderabad. He is a member of board for the National Skill Development Corporation. He is also a member of the Court of Governors of the Administrative Staff College in Hyderabad. Dr. Reddy is also a recipient of the Padma Shri and for his contributions to both trade and industry. And he is a distinguished alumnus of IIT Kanpur, incidentally, my alma mater also. He holds postgraduate degrees from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, as well as from the University of Michigan. He is a perfect role model for blending business acumen with science and education. I am sure you'll be enthralled with both his insights and the message from the podium that will follow. But before we go there, let me set the context for the day. Let me digress a little bit and talk about ISB. It's a little bit like preaching to the choir, but it's really meant for the parents and the family because they have invested all this time and effort in your going through the ISB journey. Little less than 2 decades ago, we started at ISB with 126 students. Starting with the PGP program, we have expanded to include the modular programs present here today. We have, this January, a few days ago, taken PGPpro to the Mumbai and Bangalore markets, so we are pan-India now. And we will be introducing a PGP in finance in Mumbai in the summer this year. We have also introduced an executive FPM program, the equivalent of a DBA. So a few years later, if you guys are glutton for punishment and you want to come back, we'll have one more program for you. By the way, when we launched this program, about half the participants in the DBA program are actually gluttons for punishment. They are our own alums coming back to ISB. Collectively, we have grown tenfold, and we offer one of the largest and higher quality programs in management education worldwide. In fact, Poets and Quants have rated ISB number 5 amongst the most desirable schools worldwide from the viewpoint of students. Great institutions have 2 common ingredients: great students and wonderful, dedicated faculty. First, in terms of the reputation, it's the reputation of the alumni It's the competence of the alumni that adds to insights about ISB, to the reputation of ISB, and that is what makes ISB great. Financial Times has ranked us #1 in India, but the women in the programs are ranked a little bit higher than you guys. We're also the top-ranked school in finance and in entrepreneurship. And the new rankings for 2019 are going to come out tomorrow morning. They are embargoed, so I can't say what it is. I can tell you we are going up, not down. As you know, a few weeks ago, Wall Street Journal and Times Higher Education had ranked the PGP program as the #2 one-year program in the world. And so that's really not much more I can say about you guys. If somebody were to ask me, what is the DNA of ISB students? What is the ISB brand? A few months ago, I might have said that, and this is all gathered when I run into people at the airport and they learn I'm from ISB. They say, oh, your students are great. And I ask why. They know how to get things done. So if I were to brand ISB, it's easiest to repeat what people are already saying, which is, we know how to get things done. However, lately I've changed my mind. I think the real contribution ISBians are making is many of you are going out and starting companies. The number of companies where ISBians have been co-founders is now approaching 450, including about 50 last year. So you're not just taking jobs, you're generating careers for other people. And I firmly believe that ISB is the most entrepreneurial business school in India. So keep it up. Let me turn to the second ingredient for ISB success. The success in ISB programs also lies because of the faculty who work day in and day out to bring new ideas, new insights, and challenge you in the classroom. I'm sure you will miss the faculty once you graduate, which you're graduating now, because they're the ones who've been challenging you to learn. We are the only school in India that is ranked in the top 100 worldwide, and we're ranked #1 in India and number 88 globally by something called the UT Dallas Research Rankings. However, somebody did an analysis to look at what is the per capita ranking. If you control for the size of the faculty, we climb up all the way from number 88 to number 26. Outside of North America, ISB faculty are ranked #2 in the world, #2 in the world in per capita productivity in the leading journals in the world. We are ahead of London Business School. We are ahead of HKUST. We are ahead of INSEAD. So, thank you, faculty. This year has been a very special year for us. We have 17 new residential faculty joining us, and so you guys are simply going to have to come back to learn some more. I should also add one more thing. The faculty are making a contribution to this nation. The country's new chief economic advisor is our very own Professor Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. After today, you will take up different roles, and you'll get opportunities to apply your value-added knowledge that you have earned at ISB into different situations, and I'm sure all of you will come out shining. All of you are going to enter into this volatile world, which is prone to disruptions, both economic and technological. In this context, it is important for all of you to stay connected with ISB so you can both benefit and contribute on two dimensions. First, as an active alum, you should stay engaged in the learning process that you have begun at ISB. You should avail of and contribute to fresh ideas, fresh insights in this dynamic and increasingly uncertain environment. Second, with your graduation, our alumni base will be in excess of 10,000. And in celebration of that, we have started Project 10K, which is to create an army of 10,000 ISBians who are going to help us march forward and upwards. You will be joining a trusted network of thinkers and doers that will lead this country in business and in society. We need you to come back to this institution with fresh ideas, fresh problems and opportunities for us to work on, things that need attention. Sometimes I use the phrase, to work on problems that are worth solving. And believe me, we have many problems that are worth solving in India. Do channel the next generation of bright minds towards ISB. We will rely on you to send us future ISBians. Do get involved in our research centers and institutes. Do help ISB executive education become the crucible for continuous learning in India. In short, do take ownership of this great institution. Turning back to you and where you go next, your student life has been truly hectic and enriching. In today's ceremony, I have noticed the pride that you all have in each other and that your families have in you. Today, you will become part of a select group that has experienced what few in the world can only dream of. You have worked hard to get into ISB. You have worked even harder to survive at ISB. As leaders in a dynamic and changing environment, you will need to grow each day. And you will need to continue to learn each day. You will have to also lead each day. So how do you lead? What are some lessons that we can learn from truly great leaders? Now, I will, at the risk of repeating what I have espoused in the classes that I have taught in the modular programs, let me repeat what I have learned from the great leaders, such as Gandhi, such as Abdul Kalam. First, in order to be a leader, in order to lead, you must dream. Leading does not simply mean repeating what was done yesterday. You have to imagine the future. Second, you should work on things that matter. I'll repeat myself again, on problems that are worth solving. Third, in order to lead, you have to learn. And one of the best ways to learn is to teach. And I'm serious about this. So in order for you to communicate to those people whom you're supervising, you really have to be clear in your thinking. And one of the best ways to do that is actually try to communicate, actually try to teach. So teach to learn. Fourth, in order to lead, you have to take risks. No risk, no gain, no pain, no gain. And finally, in order to lead, you have to inspire. There are no leaders without followers. So you have to inspire other people to follow you. If you are to succeed in this tough environment, you should live your dreams. You should answer to your own inner voice. However, remember that whatever you do in your life, you are now the flag bearers of ISB. Our reputation is in your hands. Therefore, I ask you to be conscious for the need for utmost integrity and diligence in your personal and professional lives. Venture forth and establish new enterprises, lead people contributing to better and more equitable society. Do all this with humility and kindness. Share your good fortune with others who are less fortunate. On our part, we promise to support you in all your efforts in this important task. Remember that even though you're graduating today, this is still your home. Finally, once again, I would like to congratulate you and your families. My best wishes for the future. Good luck and God bless. Please join me in welcoming our chief guest, Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy.